Thanks for tuning in to It Be Like That, where any and everything is bound to happen because hell, it be like that. Today I got a story coming from California where I believe it was up to 6 to 7 people that was murdered at supposed to be a grow farm. Let's get right into it and see what happened.
Now at 5:30, new details in a mass shooting at an illegal marijuana grow operation that left 7 people dead. Good evening. This is the KTLA 5 News at 5:30. I'm Cher Calvin.
And I'm Rick Chambers in tonight from Micah. This happened in a small rural community in Riverside County back in 2020.
And authorities now suspect gang members of Laotian descent are connected to the murders. KTLA's Shelby Nelson is live in Riverside with details. Shelby.
Rick and Cher, as you said, there were 7 victims. All of them were working to make money, and it's even possible that some of them were being forced to work as part of a bigger human trafficking operation. Now, the Riverside County Sheriff's Department spoke out today in hopes of getting people to help out anyone who has information.
Most of the victims were shot and killed as they slept.
It was a gruesome scene out of rural Riverside County, a brutal killing that authorities believe was committed by members of a violent Laotian street gang out of San Diego. 7 people killed at this Awanga property some 20 miles east of Temecula.
During the initial investigation, the location was identified as a large-scale marijuana operation. Generally, these types of operations are known to contain large amounts of cash.
And that's what investigators believe the suspects were after, because when law enforcement searched the property, no cash was found. Several people were living there at the time, working to make money, many of them believed to be part of a human trafficking operation.
Some of them had arrived straight from Laos, and some had arrived from other places in California.
Back on September 7th of 2020, deputies responded to a home on the 45,000 block of Highway 371. Multiple survivors fled when they heard gunshots, but 7 did not make it out alive.
We know that the suspects were at the location for at least 15 minutes, and we have identified 3 persons of interest.
And those gang members are suspected of committing other violent crimes against the Laotian community in Riverside and San Diego counties. Investigators say despite following up on countless leads, they are asking for the public's help after hitting a dead end. Sheriff Chad Bianco saying all of the people on that property were living in the country illegally, with many fearing retribution if they come forward.
They are very reluctant to come forward. They believe that law enforcement is not going to help them. They do believe that if they come forward, if they say anything, that they will be harmed.
The mass killing and at an illegal marijuana grow shines a light on a larger issue of similar operations throughout rural areas of Riverside and San Bernardino counties, like when 6 people were killed last January in the high desert.
This is a product of illegal marijuana growing, and it's been going on for years.
Now, the sheriff says they've also had some challenges contacting the relatives of the victims. They believe they have the victims' identities, but not 100% confirmed. So that's also partly why they're asking for the public's help. Anyone with information is asked to contact the Central Homicide Unit with the Riverside County Sheriff's Department. That's the very latest from Riverside. I'm Shelby Nelson, sending it back to you.
This was a sad incident, you guys. You had some illegals here trying to make a living, I guess to get their family back over here or for them to take money back home or send money back home, wherever they do. It was sad to know that they came here to make it better for themselves, to know that they was being forced into working at a grow house. They was being forced to do things they didn't want to do. Who even said they was even getting paid? So then they was being forced to work and not get paid what they was doing. And through all that, then you'll have a group of gangbangers want to come through and take the little that you do have after you already being forced to do what you don't want to already be doing. And you lose your life behind that, when you could have been somewhere else better and safer. That's a sad situation, you guys. But like the sheriff said, this has been going on for years. You know what I'm saying? It probably gonna continue going on for years. Which is funny because you would have thought with the government making marijuana legal now, that would stop a lot of the illegal activities that surround around that to an end. But as you see, it ain't stopping the much, because we still got those losing lives behind it. And out of the 7 people that was murdered, it seemed like maybe 2 was a husband and wife, another 2 was related somehow. I'm going off this because of the last names, and it seemed like the other maybe 4 or 5 was just here. You see what I'm saying? No family, nothing. It was a tragedy that this happened, you guys. But like I said, any and everything is bound to happen because hell, be like that, you guys. Sad ass case. To the next one. Y'all be cool.